Hey guys, can opener. I wanted to do a short video on how to put bands in a slot shooter. It's really pretty simple. You just roll it up into a nice tight little jelly roll and then stretch it out, and it should be able to slide back and forth stretched out, center it up and let go of it. And that's got it in there. And of course you want to test draw it, and you know, I can pull this out to way beyond where you're ever going to stretch it shooting it. And it doesn't budge if you've got it in there right. When you test draw it and you pull it out, if you see it creeping here, if you see that trying to unroll, you didn't roll up enough. If you can't, if it's bulged way out the sides here when you drop it in there, you rolled up too much. So when you get it just right, which doesn't take a whole lot of practice, you can even scoot these nibs in by just pulling on this up here, and you can shift that into get the nibs in there. Let's see if I can get this side to go in. And there you go. And it's an awesome system. I love it. It's easy to build. It's an 1/8 inch hole and a 1/16 inch slot going into it. And man, does it hold. And once you have it in there and you want to take it out and shorten it up or whatever, all you got to do is pull it sideways. Even if you don't have a nib here, you can just grab it up here and pull sideways and it'll pull right out sideways. So let me put it back in there again. It's like the hole's an 1/8 inch, and so this is a slightly bigger than an 1/8 inch before it goes in there. And then stretch it, pull it back and forth sideways to center it, let it go, and then you can work the nib ends in by tugging it sideways. There you go. So if you got a little nib there sticking out, which it depends on if that bothers you or not, but it is cool, you can grab onto it and it makes it real easy to pull it sideways and take it back out. Now let's put it in and put too much rubber in it. This probably shows better over here. Okay, this is going to be too much. It's hard to get in there, but I can still get it in. But now I won't be able to tuck these ends to come in. Oh, that one might come. Anyhow, it's too much, so I can't get this in to come in at all. But it definitely, you can have too much in there like that. If that makes you comfortable, you can put it in with too much on purpose, and you can just trim that off. So you could just pull out on these guys and trim that off. One of the things is to keep this band picked up so it can't get snagged on the corners, and it'll drop in there real easy like that. So once you get the feel for it, you can get them just the right roll on them, and you can get them to tuck back in there. I've seen some discussion that it's proper to roll them one way versus the other. I can't tell any difference. I haven't been able to pull them out in either direction, so So there you see, I got a little bit rolled up too much. Be hard to get it adjusted in there. I guess not that hard, because I just about got it there. There that one is. There that one is. There you go. So that's how you have to jockey it around, and you can get it squared up. After you shoot it for a while, you might have to adjust it side to side. Of course, you should always test draw it. You know, after you put it in there before you shoot, you should always test draw it. And I don't shoot any slingshot without safety glasses. Probably the biggest issue with these is if you're out at a tournament or something, you're not going to have a vise and have your slingshot locked up in a vise to be able to manipulate these. So let me do a shot of me putting them in my regular slingshot, and I'll show you how that works. Okay guys, let me try this again. It's pretty hard to film yourself doing this. Here I'm going to pull them sideways to take them out. Get that oriented. There's my little jelly roll. Let it go in there, and then tug them sideways. There we go. You can actually look at them and see how much you've got rolled around. That's just one roll, and I don't want I mean, it's holding, but I want a little bit more than that in there. I could tell when I let go of it and how easy the ends tugged in, I didn't have quite enough. So now I'll tug these ends in. See how that one is coming in slower than it did last time? Way harder to tug that in sideways than it was before. It's good to go.